Tiffany. I'm Amanda Clayton. You can call me Amanda. Is it okay if I call you Tiffany?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to tell you a little bit about what we're going to do in this session, and then what my role is. I'm a social worker here at this center, and so I know you had some things that you wanted to talk about. So I'm here to just kind of help you talk through those and work through some of those issues, and also I wanted to let you know that anything that we talk about here is strictly confidential. So anything we talk about won't leave this room, and unless you say something or I have a concern that you might hurt yourself or someone else. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So why don't we talk about or start off with why you're here and why you came in here.
Okay, so lately I've just been having issues with my family, like trying to like spreading me thin. I feel like almost because I used to live down in Greeley, and then I recently moved up here to Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they don't understand the workload that I have and everything that I'm doing, and they constantly like make me feel guilty for not being at like family events or like just birthday parties, things like that.
Mm-hmm. So just to clarify, your family, they still live in Greeley or they're here in Denver?
They live in Greeley.
Okay. And you feel like they're just wanting the same kind of time they had with you before? I'm assuming you started school, or can you tell me about maybe the time that that you maybe had before that you don't have now, or is this kind of been an ongoing issue?
Well, I feel like it's been an ongoing issue because I was in college there, but since I was closer to home, I went to college in Greeley.
Okay.
It wasn't so much of a deal because I would see them more, even if it wasn't at family events.
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't think they understand like everything that I have to do with homework and working and all of those things. And then plus, like, the hour drive, it's only an hour, but I could be doing homework or getting something like that done.
Right. So, well, the hour drive there and back, I guess.
Yeah.
So, that takes up a lot of your time when you probably don't have a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Can you tell me a little bit just about your family? Like who are we talking about here as far as who is family?
Okay. I have two sisters, well, two older sisters, and then there's a baby, and then my dad and my mom. So they are divorced. So that's another thing. They just recently got divorced. So I feel like when I go down, even if I have time to see one of them, I feel guilty if I don't go see the other one. So it's just kind of. Yeah.
So, you feel guilty, and is this because of things that your family might have said, or?
Well, that's like if I say I were to go see my dad and then I came back home, like I would get a text from my mom being like, "Oh, I heard you were here and you went to go see your dad, but you didn't come and see me," things like that. So I guess it makes me feel guilty, but then at the same time I know that I can't keep doing things that are more stressful for me.
Right. Yeah. So have you tried to talk to your family about this?
I've talked to my dad a little bit more. I think it's hard to approach my mom because she gets so defensive and I think that's because my sisters my older sisters chose to stay with my dad. So I feel like she thinks we're choosing him over her, which is not the thing. It just, I don't know. So I feel like it's hard to approach her, so I haven't told her yet. My dad has laid off a little, so I feel like he might have understood where I was coming from.
What are the kind of things that they say to when they're, I guess making you feel guilty, or I guess saying that you're not spending enough time with them? What are the kind of things that they might say?
No, like, well, I guess, like, I mentioned my mom, she'll just text me and be like, well, why didn't you come and see me? Or she'll be like, or when my sisters are visiting her, she'll text me and be like, the girls are here. I'm like, well, that's good. Like, I can't be there because I'm home,
So she's just kind of insinuating, or not really directly saying anything, but just...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And can you tell me a little bit more about just why you feel like you can't talk to your mom? Like, what are the kind of things that she does that makes you feel like...
Well, like, I don't know. I feel like I've done what I can on my part by, like, going to see her when I am there sometimes, or, like, I'll text her and be like, well, I'm going down today. Do you have time for me to go over and see you? And sometimes she won't text me back, or then she'll text me back and be like, if you want to, which is kind of confusing for me because I'm like, well, you always text me and then I ask you if you want me to go and you say if I want to. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to read her. So I feel like that stresses me out more than anything, trying to read her.
Mm-hmm.
But then I know if I approach her, she's not going to be direct with me either way, so.
Right. How did your dad react? You said that you felt like he was a little bit more understanding and you tried to talk to him. Do you feel like even if your mom didn't react the way you would hope that she would, do you feel like talking to her might be something that might be helpful?
Well, lately I've been kind of just staying away from her altogether, I guess, and, like, she started texting me more, or, like, even if it's just sending me a picture, or, because she's pregnant, so she sends me pictures of her ultrasound sometimes, and, like, things like that. We don't really talk too much still, but I feel like backing off a little bit gave her, like, that she needs to take initiative also.
Okay. Okay. Well, so your mom is pregnant, and you feel like she's definitely made more of an effort recently since you backed off to make the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something, I mean, obviously something that you want her to do? Do you think at this point there's any way that you could find a way to kind of reconnect with her again? Is that something that you're looking to do, or are you still feeling like you want to just keep away?
Well, I definitely think I want to reconnect with her because she's almost going to have her baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like maybe that's something I can base it off of, like.
Right. You feel like, well, and she'll, you feel like she'll probably want you there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely hard. It sounds like you have kind of a tricky timeline, just, but yeah, So, our time is almost up here, and I just want to kind of go over what we talked about initially, that you were having some feelings of guilt about not being able to spend as much time with your family as you used to, because you've moved and you're in a master's program now, so your time is limited, and I guess you've kind of found a way to talk to your dad. Do you feel like that's going better? But maybe you would like some maybe some help, or we need to kind of talk about working on reconnecting with your mom a little bit. Probably sooner rather than later, since she's about to have a baby. Okay, so I just want to make sure that there weren't any other questions that you had for me. And do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
No? Okay. So I think this is something we can talk about next session, if that's something that you would like to do. Okay. So it was really nice to meet you, and I look forward to talking with you again. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.